back on another class time. And just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been commenting really nice comments.
And texting Dad nice things about the puppet show. And we will do a big puppet show for you guys. Just we need to make more puppets and practice a lot.
Yeah, so let's get on with the video.
Hang on. Before we start, Dad, can I go to the toilet?
Oh, Harry.
Oh, Harry.
I really need a pee.
Right, okay, fine. In that case, in full classroom style, before you can go to the toilet, you have to say your alphabet. Go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, N, Z.
Hang on a minute, where's the pee?
It's just gone down my leg.
Oh.
Right, stop messing about. Okay, so today you can use your iPhones.
Yes.
Yes, Harry can connect to my data.
I found
Yeah,
this.
I'm connecting to this.
Oh, is that the one you said I picked up earlier, Dad? Thank you.
Can I connect to your data?
Not yet, you can do it in a minute. You've got your own data.
Oh yeah, I have.
Except for your data is called Dylan's data, but it's still your data. Harry! Right, you need to do your own, but you can work together to help each other. Harry, Poppy may need help. This is what I want you to do.
Yes.
I want you to design and draw. First of all, I want you to design and draw a snail, but I want you to do like a chart. And so you draw the snail, but then you name the bits that come off it. So like if you do the shell, there would be an arrow going to the shell and you would write shell. You know, the little sticky uppy bits at the front, you have to find out what they're called. If that's what they're called, that's what you have to write. And so you have to draw a snail, label the parts, then you have to research and write down what an ecosystem is and what part of the ecosystem a snail plays. So what part of the nature does a snail do? What benefit to us and nature is a snail? You know, like a bee flies round and it pollinates all the plants, doesn't it? Yeah. So what benefit, apart from French to eat, is a snail? So you need to draw a snail, label the parts, find out what an ecosystem is and what part in the ecosystem a snail plays, and you can help each other. Harry, you need to help Poppy a little bit, but your work needs to be different.
Oof. Yeah.
Oof. Go.
So we're back again. We finished our snails. We've labelled them and we've coloured them.
Cool. Right, Harry, talk us through your snail then. The next one, I think is.
This is the shell.
Yep.
This is the whirl.
The whirl.
That goes around the shell. Yeah. This is the head, the eyes, the mouth, the lower tentacles, and this is also the upper tentacles. This is his foot.
How many feet do they have? Or is it just called a foot?
Just called the foot. And then this is the slime trail.
And that's what it's called, slime trail.
Yeah.
Right, pop.
So this is mine.
Yeah.
I had one that I didn't have one to label it. I had the suction pups. You know, like suction pups on the bottom.
Oh, that's good.
They didn't label it.
Yeah, but you layered it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the saliva. What are you shaking his head? I had the saliva trail. It's green. I don't know which colour it is.
Yeah.
I have the eyes.
Yeah.
The upper tentacles. The mouth.
Yeah.
The mouth was supposed to be down there, but I put it there.
You put it, but it's the mouse lower than you think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just look cuter there, yeah.
And
You
we
might
got
want to tell me what we got.
and we got the two dots there.
Yeah, what are the two dots?
I can't.
Can't remember.
And the polar.
Did you do that one at the back? Harry's got whirl. You've got what? Have you got
No, that's for the dots.
Oh, okay. They're called animal paws, are they?
Yeah, and then
All right,
that's the bigger dot.
We'll check them up and see what they are. Yeah.
I said I didn't add the dots because they were a bit.
Then we got the. You did.
I didn't.
There.
Yeah, I added the dots, but I didn't label them.
We got
You labelled them
the.
foot, didn't you?
We got the shell,
Yeah.
obviously, and we got the whirl. If you didn't know what it is, it's that little circle at the top. So yeah.
Okay,
There was
so
ink left in this bit, and then I rolled it. And
smudged your snail.
Yeah.
So you made an ink trail instead of a slime trail. Okay then, so next part, put the snails to one side, and then we're doing, you need to research, write down and describe what an ecosystem is and what part in the ecosystem a snail plays. And if there were no snails in the world, what would happen? Would it be good, bad? Would nothing happen? Would something happen? You know, and go from there. Use your devices to get some help, but do not write down word for word what is on your device.
okay, so we've done our thing. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I need a wee.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll go
hold
first.
on.
Poppy, do you need a wee?
Yeah.
Do you want to go
I
wee?
need a wee too.
Right, we'll go wee.
Whee!
You're so funny. Right, Poppy, do you want to read yours first, sweetie?
No,
No, Harry.
mine.
Harry.
Oh, Harry, you go first then.
An ecosystem is a community of living plants and animals. And when it is not a man-made area where things can grow in peace. Land snails serve a very important role in the ecosystem. They eat very low on the food, as most land snails will consume rotting vegetation like moist leaf litter and also fungi. Hey, can I tell you a joke? Why did they invite the mushroom to the party?
I don't know.
Because he was a fun guy. Fun guy.
Get it, Poppy?
The least funny together.
What was I?
Fungi.
Okay. And sometimes eat soil directly. In my opinion, snails help us because if there weren't any snails, there would be a lot of rotting veg and a lot of rotting of leaves everywhere. So
Cool, very good. All right, Pop, what have you got? One of yours.
I got something different.
I know.
Ow. So they don't do a lot of damage to the garden. Did you know that? No. I didn't think this. Damage to the garden. To the underground, I meant. To the underground leaves. To the underground. Snails don't do a lot of damage to the underground leaves. But good climbers, they're very good climbers. They make themselves up plants to eat the flower bugs that are on top of the flowers. The longest snail to live was actually lived 25 years.
That's a long
It's more than
time.
a decade.
I know, it's a long time in the same house, isn't it?
Yeah. See mouse. Oh yeah, I get it. Difference. Normally they live 5 years. It isn't very long.
What affects their living? Did you find that bit?
No.
Yeah, you did. You read it to me earlier. Depending on where they are and what's around them, doesn't it? If you put snails with loads of birds that are going to eat them, they're going to die quicker, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, and if you put different habitats, you told me earlier, you've changed it now. So the longer they live depends on their habitat. Yes?
Yeah.
Are you getting confused?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Your next piece of work is to find out what a habitat is. But carry on.
I know what habitat is.
What's a habitat? Habitat.
I learned all about habitats
I know what
just
habitat is.
before we left.
Yeah, your bedroom's a habitat. Right, Poppy.
No, it's not actually.
habitat.
I tweet it.
A habitat, yes.
Yes.
It's like a squirrel is in a tree and it hibernates. That's their habitat.
Mm.
So a snail's habitat is living on a shell and going somewhere with it, all snails live. Because that's what habitat is.
Sort of.
Because
What's your habitat then, habitat boy?
my
What's a habitat?
a habitat is a home and a place for animals, and usually you have habitats by banks and rivers.
Yeah, true.
True.
I think. Okay, let's get back to mine.
We'll correct that after. Go on, carry on, Pop.
Climbers, plants, and longest is
25 years, yeah.
There's lots of types of snails. There are 19 types of snails.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
What did you name a few of the different types of snails?
No, she just counted them.
I know one.
Go on.
A garden snail.
And an African land snail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I know.
My friend's got
a treetop snail.
4 or 5 of them.
I got a treetop snail. A treetop snail.
Yeah.
And what was it? A grunting snail.
Did you just make that up?
No, I think I
No,
didn't.
I was next door watching them, and she was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I was really
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Next, you need to find me a big box or a plastic tub, and you need to put your shoes and your coat on. So we've done what we've done on the ecosystem. Final couple of questions that you need to find the answers to. What animal, creature, insect, object is the most important part and most important thing to our natural environment and the ecosystem? And, no, you've got to research it and write it down. And what animal, creature, insect, object does the most damage to our ecosystem, environment kind of thing, and what does the least. So it doesn't do any good, but it also doesn't do any damage.
I know what the most is.
Okay, well then you need to write it down and get it sorted. I'll be back when you've got the answers.
Ecosystem, I think the thing that is the most badness, the most damage is slug. I don't think that's right. I just think because it messes everything up underground. I'm not sure about that. I think it doesn't. I think it does. I don't know. And I think that the least is a bat because they're very lazy and they just eat insects. I don't think they do very much. All they basically really do. And I think that the most goodness, the goodest, is a bee because they collect pollen from flowers and they help the environment.
Okay, I think, and we will double check it just to make sure I'm right because I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I think you're right on the bee. Bee does the best things to the environment, and I think if there were no bees, the environment would collapse and there would be no environment.
And there'll be no oxygen.
Well, plants make oxygen. So I suppose if no plants pollinated, no plants would die. So you could be right. So we'll look at that. I think man does the most damage to the environment.
Yeah, because they put polluting in the water and they don't help a lot, do they?
And gases and fumes and CO2 and all these kind of things. So we'll look at that another day. And I think what contributes the least to the ecosystem is a wasp, because I don't think they actually do anything.
All they do is stink you and give you and it's a pain in the backside, isn't it?
Yeah. But do they actually do damage to the ecosystem? I don't know. So what does the least amount of damage?
They might hurt other predators, and that might be bad.
Yeah, so it could be a wasp, but questions confusing. So what does the least amount of damage? You think it's a sheep, don't you, Dill?
Oh, yeah.
Because?
They only graze.
And they don't
damage the land.
And they provide milk and wool and...
Yeah.
Sheep don't provide milk.
Sheep milk?
Huh?
Sheep milk.
I thought cow milk.
You like sheep's cheese?
Yeah.
And you like goat's cheese?
Yeah.
So surely does not a goat do the same as a sheep? Dill?
Probably.
What about a cow? Because cowpack goes on the ground.
No, the cow deal with damage to the ground.
How?
Because they're fat.
What about what about a worm? What about worms then?
I don't know.
All right, this is another subject for another day because this is
Yeah.
going to get too confusing.
Yeah.
So we'll look at the rest of this later.
So bye. We got a big box and we got some leaves. We got some dandelion leaves. We got some normal leaves. We got some normal compost. Yeah. We collected our snails. We got one there. We got one there. They're not dead. They're just in the shell.
Point out the bits of the shell that you know then, Pop.
So that's the shell. That's the spiral.
Hang on. Yeah.
You can't. They are in there. They're just scared. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, that's basically when they do come out. That's the head.
Okay.
And yeah, this library.
So how many have we got in there now?
We've
3.
got 3, so we're going to
some
collect some more and then we'll be,
Can you see them?
Yeah.
be back.
Can you see them just
Try and see if you can get some nice big ones that are awake.
Okay,
Go.
let's go get them. Guys, so we can't find any, but we got one that's out. Can you see it? Can you see him? And yeah, we look everywhere. We look into rocks, but the only ones we could find was these 3. This one's coming out too. I can't see it.
Don't touch him.
Look, he's coming out.
All right, we'll leave him then. As soon as you touch him, he'll go back in.
See, guys, we did say they're not dead. Did say they're not dead.
So, Poppy, which bits of his eyes? Are his eyes on the end of those stalks?
His
Are they?
eyes at the end of these stops.
There's his eyes.
Don't poke him in the eye. How would you like to be poked in the eye?
Been poked in the eye before. So. And then that's his lower
Oh,
Rodney.
that's not a snail. You're not a snail.
Head. And yeah.
He just wants to see what we're looking at.
That snail's looking at Rodney like, what a weirdo. What a weirdo. Don't look
He's
at
got a long neck, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Right,
No,
well,
that's his body, Dad. His head and stuff. Come on, eat some poo. Hurry up.
well, you're going to have to make us some more food. And maybe this ground's not wet enough. Maybe if we put a little bit of water in the corner and made the soil a bit bit wetter for them, and we'll keep them for a little while. And we'll go from there.
What if they climb out?
Guys, hope you liked the video today about ecosystem and snails.
And guys, I need to show you something in the house. So I'll see you in the house.
Bye guys,
See
don't
you
forget
in
to
the
like
house.
and subscribe. Thank you for all the nice comments you've been sending, Dad. Bye.
Bye.